Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are checking out the JOYOR S10-S-Z off-road electric scooter. This scooter will cost less than £650, and for that you get a scooter with front and rear shock absorbers, two 10 by 3 inch tyres, two 1000 watt dual motors front and rear hydraulic brakes, a high definition display, and it's also got an aluminium alloy frame. I picked this scooter up from Glee Ride, and I wanted to give Glee Ride a shout out because during the process of getting the scooter we had a little bit of a problem with the courier. And Eco and Agatha were absolutely fantastic. The service that they provided me was exactly what you would hope it would be. They sorted out the problem and they made sure that the scooter arrived. So a shout out to Glee Ride. You can check them out at www.gleeride.com. But right now guys, let's check out the JOYOR S10-S-Z. Okay folks, when your scooter arrives it will come in the customary big brown box, and you'll have a lot of fun opening that up and getting a first look at your new scooter. You can of course use the finesse way as I did to get it out of the box by tipping it simply upside down. There's probably a better way of doing it, but this was what I did. There's a lot of packaging, very well protected. You'll have a lot of fun cutting all that off and getting it all into the box to keep everything nice and tidy. It does come with a user manual. You will need to refer to that. It does come with a spare inner tube. We also get a rather decent little tool, a good quality tool, and of course we get those reflectors that I love. Lastly, you do get your charger, and it does have a UK plug, which was a nice surprise. Building this is very simple. You just want to kind of open it up. You make sure you get the little lever there at the front, pop that down, that opens it up, put your foot on the stand for support, click it into place, and then you just really need to install the handlebars. Fairly straightforward. After you've done this, do give that stem a real good clean, because I did find it was very greasy. And the handlebars needed to be really tight, so give that a real good clean. But it is very simple to build guys. It will take you about 10 minutes from start to finish, and then you'll be able to hit the road. Okay guys, so we are out testing the JOYOR scooter today. Currently in level 1, puts you to about 10 miles per hour. As you can see, Donald, the new channel mascot, is with us, and we are just going around this little park just now. Like I said, on level 1, nice and easy, just getting us started. So we're currently in single motor, so it's got two 1000 watt motors, and we've got a big hill up here which we're about to test and see if we can get up this big hill. So we will do a hill test. We're going to test out those suspension arms as well, and we're just going to have some fun. Yeah. So we're at the bottom of this big hill now. I don't know if this scooter is going to get up this hill or not, but we're going to give it a go. We'll go into the grass. Now it is a grass hill, so will that have an effect or not? I don't know, but guys, hopefully you can see this. I don't know if I've got the camera too low or not, but you can see, if I lean back, you can see the big hill. So let's go into, so we're going to push down there, dual drive, and we're going to go into level 3, and let's see if we can get up this hill. Whoa! Jeez, we'll get up it, we're flying up it, 20 miles per hour. Look at this. Dual motor two 1000 watt motors, and we, oh my goodness, got up the hill. We got up it in about 5 seconds. So that was the hill test, and it absolutely scooshed it. Unbelievable. It's got some amount of force. Now you can adjust the kind of acceleration points, guys. You do have, I believe it's 3 levels. So when I put the throttle down, I do shoot off, but you can adjust that so it's more of a kind of a softer approach. But yeah, that was absolutely fantastic. So we're going to drop down into level 2. We were in level 1 a few seconds ago, and we're just going to see what we get out of it at level 2 as we kind of just casually stroll about. So it's about 13 miles per hour just now, and this is on grass, so we will find a little path just to see if it makes any difference. There we go. Oh, we're not on it. There we go. So it's about 16, 17, 18, 19. We're going down a little bit of a hill, so level 2 will get you up to about 19 miles per hour. Again, that's in single engine mode, which I've found to be plenty, to be honest. But you do have the options. So we're going to go back round here. Before we do the suspension test, we're just going to test all the options. Oh, a bit of a bump there. Okay, so I'm just taking a little bit of a break. We're going to go into level 3 now, on single engine mode, and see what speeds we can get to on the path. "17, 22, 23, 24, 24, 25, 26, and now we're going to go down a little bit of a hill, so I'm going to slow it down. So we got to about 26 miles per hour. Again, that's on single engine. It's actually quite frightening going that fast on a scooter. Okay guys, it's time for a close-up look at the JOYOR S10-S-Z. You can see it sitting there in the lovely Glasgow weather that we're having here in Scotland. Moving down then, so you can see we've got a little bit of branding on the handlebar stem. Moving down, you'll see the first 1000 watt motor and the suspension arms. We've got our indicator light there at the front and back. We've got our 1000 watt motor at the back with the suspension arms. I do love the colour coding with the orange. It does make it look a little bit on the sharp side. We've got our rear mudguard and our rear light, and you've got your platform there. Moving round to the front then, we do have our front light, and of course you can see the little reflector underneath the light. I'm not a fan of that. We do have two 10 by 3 inch wide tyres, nicely gripped for off-roading. Moving up the handlebar stem, you can see the back of Donald. He's the new channel mascot, at least until I lose him, that is. But he's sitting there enjoying the ride. Over on the left hand side we have our control system, which I'll show you how to use in a second. On the right we do have our throttle. Nice comfortable grips on either side as well. I found them to be pretty comfortable. We have our iZoom brake levers, and they obviously control the front and rear hydraulic brakes. And that is your close-up look at the JOYOR S10-S-Z. I'm going to do the suspension test because there's a couple of cranky noises coming out of it. Now, I do weigh 18 stone, so I'm a big boy, You know, so it does handle the off-road parts quite well, but there is a more of a bumpier feel down here. So as you can see already, we're going to do the suspension test. Nicely cut grass. So we're going to drop down into level 1 just so I don't fall off, and we're going to go over there, and this entire bit of grass is just bumpy, so let's see how she handles the suspension test. Well, level 1's not really giving me a lot, but let's go over it anyway. Yeah, it's comfortable enough. Off-roading, I mean, it's not a swamp, but she's handling it. She's handling it. We'll go up another level, get a bit more power. Let's get the dual engine. We've got stuck in a swamp here. Let's get dual engine, go up a level, see if we can get out of this. To be honest, this, just fix that a little bit, this is kind of what I expected would happen. So yeah, dual engine, we're getting through it, no bother. Yeah, scooshed it, absolute doddle. A little creaky there, but we got out up this little hill. Yes, no problem at all. Dual engine, dual motor mode, I keep saying dual engine. Can we get up this little hill here? Absolutely squishing it. A little bit of creaking going on, you can hear. I think I've got too much weight leaning on the front. So basically what that creaking is, guys, is it's just basically the mudguard at the front is hitting the front tyre when it kind of goes down, so the suspension is pushing the crank. It's pushing the crank in here. So not the best, but whoa. See the acceleration when you're in when you've got the acceleration turned up full blast and you're in dual motor mode, it absolutely takes off like a rocket. And we're on grass. Woo! Okay guys, so if you are interested in a JOYOR S10-S-Z, you can pick it up for just shy of £633. You can get it from www.gleeride.com, and for your money you are getting those dual motors, 1000 watt front and rear. You are getting front and rear hydraulic brakes. It's got about 46 miles in range depending on how you're using it, and those dual motors will get you up most hills. I found it an absolute breeze and an absolute lot of fun to ride it about, and the aluminium alloy frame is very, very durable. The high definition display was a little bit tough to see in direct sunlight, but it is quite clear when the sun starts to go down. You've got your front and rear shock absorbers. I did struggle with the front one, but that is because I am borderline the 120 kilogram max load, and I thought it was just struggling a little bit with my weight. all in, it was a fun time and spending time with this scooter. And if you are interested in one and you are looking for an electric scooter, I would say be cautious about your weight. If you are around about that 105 to 110 kilograms, you should be fine. Anything higher than that, then I would probably look for something else. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe and share if you can. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.